Chase Lehigh with the Blue Futon. We are going out of order because Doctor Strange 2 comes out tomorrow, and I'm going to watch the first Doctor Strange in 4K. Put that down there. Is this a good movie? Is this worth a rewatch? After this will be the 3D version. Which one's better? 4K first. Roll that intro. Doctor Strange, what's it about? Pretty simple premise. We are learning Doctor Strange and what his agenda / powers are in the Marvel universe. I know this is a pretty late review of doing this movie, and I gotta give it a rewatch to see if I really like this movie. This movie is still a fun time, but there are some flaws with this movie. Here are the flaws: the bad guy and the ending. Mads Mikkelsen does a great job as being the bad guy, but it's very just plain one note, and it was like, oh, it's there to be there, and that's about it. And he's more of a placement item. Same with his henchmen. And you're just like, oh, you're just there to be there to kind of, have Doctor Strange fight someone kind of not that powerful, because Doctor Strange is still getting his power. And I'll say the ending. While the special effects are phenomenal in this movie, these are the best special effects in a Marvel movie, hands down. I don't care what anyone says, like, oh, but the Endgame and Infinity War looks really good. No. What Scott Dickinson, I'm actually saying his last name completely wrong, the director does, he's doing Phone Book now, he did like Sinister and everything like that, so he's more of a horror background, but what he does with the special effects is absolutely bonkers good. And with the ending, it is still fantastic. There's a crazy scene where a person goes to their windshield and dies and goes back in. Super cool. But the ending was just so, I was expecting more. Yes, I love the scene where folding buildings in New York, and that's going pretty strong. But what happens in Hong Kong, it goes by in a flash, and you're just like, I want more. Give me more, please. I want more. But still, great acting in this movie. I think the story is good enough to have a Doctor Strange origin story. I like the directing. I do find it interesting that he's a horror director, and you're going to have the second Doctor Strange be a horror movie, and there's a creative difference. But they bring Sam Raimi in, and Sam Raimi is also a horror director. So, you're switching a good director for a good director in the both horror genres. So you can't really complain. I think Sam Raimi's going to do a bonkers job with it. But I do wish I could see what he would do with this movie, because his horror movies like Black Phone, Sinister, the Eric Bana one, Don't Go in the Dark or something. Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm just totally, Deliver Us from Evil. Sorry, Deliver Us from Evil was the one. I think he also did The Exorcism of Emily Rose. So his horror movies are grounded and absolutely fantastic. And I know people are saying this new Doctor Strange kind of goes in all different territories. And maybe that's what the issue was, is he wanted a little bit more grounded in the Multitude of Madness. But then Sam Raimi, they're like, oh, he'll bring the fucking bonkers. And that's what they're trying to go with. But Doctor Strange is still a great movie. I think it's one of the better origin movies that Marvel has put out. Benedict Cumberbatch does a good job. Rachel McAdams, Mads Mikkelsen, Benedict Wong. Is it Benedict Wong? I'm guessing his name actually at that point. Benedict Wong and Chiwetel Ejiofor. They all do a great job in this movie, and I'm curious Ejiofor's character in Multitude of Madness. Not Madness in the Multiverse of Madness. Sorry, going very bonkers tonight. Pretty tired. But overall, Doctor Strange is a fun movie. I just wish the bad guy had a little bit more arc and wasn't so paper thin. And I wish the ending in Hong Kong was a little bit more bonkers, because it was bonkers, but I wanted to go bonkers through the fucking roof. And it just kind of it wanted to punch through it, but it kind of stopped at the ceiling. It was kind of a bummer. But anyway, Doctor Strange will receive a 4 out of 5 of Futons. It goes at 80%. So see, the critics' news scores gave this one. So you have the critics at 89% with 387 of them. Audience score is 86, sorry, idiot. With over 100,000. Here, critic consensus. Doctor Strange artfully balances its auteur source material against the blockbuster constraints of the MCU, delivering a thoroughly entertaining superhero origin story in the bargain. I hate some of these critic consensus. They just want to make it fancier than it really needs to be. But Doctor Strange, great movie. Of course, you've seen it. You're ready for this next one. I think it's going to crack 200 million this weekend. So 89, 86, my 80. Chase Duck with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Blue Futontopia. You Blue Tony. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And if you notice back here, it looks a little bit different, right? Well, the thing collapsed. I mean, absolutely collapsed in the middle of the night. So I had to do a little bit more, stacking. Does it work? I think it does.